Chris Canty. From the NBA to college basketball, I'll react to it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
Do they feel like Daniel Jones is the best available option for them in terms of gettable quarterbacks this offseason? Or do they feel like they can take another step if they added a different element to that offense? The bet that they made in the middle of the season, to me, signals that they believe that Daniel Jones is the guy.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday morning starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
Hockey is here. Intensity coming in hot here. Wild turns, clappers, and shootouts all here. Stick taps and fist pumps here. All the excitement hitting us live here. ABC Hockey Saturday here. ESPN Hockey Night here. Out-of-market games, exclusive games, the Stanley Cup playoffs, and the Stanley Cup final. You guessed it, here on ESPN.
Watch all season long on ESPN and the ESPN app. Earlier on Clinton and Friends.
NASCAR George, welcome back to the program.
Hey, Yates, the first 2 times I called you, it was the 10 o'clock hour. And then I tried to get in about 4 weeks ago. I couldn't get in them, but I don't remember it was the first hour or the second hour. I'm 62 years old, and I start to forget. Hey, so I said I'll try to get in here at the end. It's hard to get in your show now. I saw you on the TV.
Clinton and Friends, weekdays from 10 to noon Eastern on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
The NBA is happening now on ABC and the ESPN app, and every game matters. Championship pedigree is on display. There's a dogfight at the top of the East.
Every night's going to be a slugfest.
And center stage is up for grabs in LA.
Oh, what a gorgeous move. We are seeing some elite shot making.
Saturday primetime presented by Wingstop. Tonight at 8:30 Eastern. Sunday showcase presented by Popeyes. Beginning tomorrow at 1 on ABC.
From the first crack of the bat, to the first touchdown, to the first three-point basket, you can find it all on 102.7 The Game.
Down there, and Dave doesn't have to come up here to get it. Yeah.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Dave Baker. Sophomore Tyler Tanner scored 25 as Vanderbilt beat Tennessee 86-82. 6th-ranked Iowa State beat Arizona State 86-65. Darren Peterson scored 27 as Kansas wiped out Kansas State 104-85. And Louisville beat Miami 92-89. Arkansas beat Mizzou 88-84 in overtime. Win number 900 for John Calipari.
Wherever I've been, you mad.
It's time for Owensboro Health 3rd Region Basketball Tournament here on 102.7 The Game.
Moss with it. Moss, crossover, step back. Oh, my.
Jonathan Moss! My goodness. If you're not here, you're missing out.
Let's go to the Sports Center and join the guys for the Green River Area Federal Credit Union pregame show.
5 to shoot. Lane's going to dump it to Bean. Bean to Hancock. Hancock, somebody's got to shoot. Lane, step side. 3 on the way. Got it! Oh, my gosh! Davis County!
Remember, your home for 3rd Region Sports is 1027 The Game.
And welcome to the Owensboro Health 3rd Region Basketball Tournament live stream, brought to you by American Legion Post 9. Vic Evans up in the Crow's Nest. I've got Dan Bartlett, Stephen Turner down at the Green River Area Federal Credit Union table for Countdown to Tip-Off. And Steve, what may be the most anticipated game in this region, maybe going back to 2015, that it didn't happen in the championship game because Apollo got upset. It had been Apollo Owensboro, but Meade County had other plans. I'm not sure there's ever been a more anticipated game since then than this one right here.
No, it was just the time we walked out of the Sports Center last year in the regional championship game. We looked at the rosters and said, hey, we're going to do this again next year. And we've kind of been looking forward to this moment since that time last year when we left here at the end of the 3rd Region Tournament in the championship game. And Dan, the people are already packed into this place. We're ready for an electric tournament atmosphere.
I mean, as soon as the blind draw comes out, you know this was the game, whether it was going to be in the semifinals or whether it was going to be in the championship game. You know that this is going to be a heck of a game. Heck, you roll over the Sports Center, it's tip-off's not till 4 o'clock. I had a hard time finding a parking spot at 3:05.
Yeah, no, it's packed out there, and that's what you want. And that's why they made this split sessions. This place is going to be full at 4 o'clock. And then tonight we'll do it again for Apollo and Meade a little bit later on. But, Vic, you talked about the most anticipated games. This is certainly right up there at the top. You know, Davis and Butler with Top Pricing Company was there. I thought Breck, Owensboro, and the Colby Pool year, that the 3rd Region Championship game was pretty high up on that list. The Apollo Owensboro game that didn't happen. Of course, Apollo Owensboro 1986 wasn't bad, but that was a district game.
First round of the district, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, you know, so I mean, this just goes right. When you start talking about any game, Vic, in the same conversation as that Owensboro Apollo 1986 district matchup, that's when you know you're in special territory, and it makes all those monotonous Tuesday night games in January and February and in December, it makes it all worth it when you get here to the Sports Center.
Yeah, and I think one thing this game brings, and some of those did too, was star power on each side. You know, you got John Moss at Davis County. He's going to be a Division I guard. Not sure where he's going to end up yet. San Diego State, San Jose State, Maryland, it doesn't matter. You got Jack Loxton on the other side, the junior who's already committed to Western. And then you've also got guys like De'Aaron Watkins, Brody Armstrong on the other side, Spencer Langdon, Michael Acton on the other side. I mean, these are the two best starting fives in the region, 1 and 2, however you want to rank them. And it's just it ought to be a lot of fun.
No, and the game last year, Dan, I mean, you all you have to do is listen to the intro.
That's all about last year's intro on that one there.
No doubt. I mean, when you had Loxton and Moss just kind of going back and forth. But, Dan, what this year's game brings, I feel like, is an even better supporting cast, even more experienced supporting cast.
Because last year's hype is building up to this. Last year was going to open the door for it, kick the door wide open. I remember Loxton going down in that steel and slamming it with the tomahawk dunk. I mean, that was just something that kind of let it up. And it went nose to nose to the very end last year, and Davis County edges them out and takes it under Up Arena. And so you kind of build the stage for this year, and I think everybody, Grayson thinks this is their year. Davis County says, no, we got the team. I don't care what happened back on February when these two teams matched up. It's all about tonight.
It is all about tonight. And, you know, I think it makes a little bit more intrigue tonight when you look back at the matchup on February 17th, just a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you called that game
at Davis County High School in front of a raucous, packed crowd. Grayson County took the fight to the Panthers. And I think Davis County, obviously, they've been number one in the polls all year long. They were higher ranked in the state. There were more accolades coming into that game than Grayson County had up to that point in the season. And the Cougars looked like they were trying to prove a point, like, hey, we not only belong on the court with these guys, we're better than they are. They went into their house. They beat them. I think, Vic, that brings even more intrigue into this game after Grayson County went into Davis County and beat them.
There's absolutely no question whatsoever. I think it was actually good for the region, because I think if Davis County wins that game, people are like, yep, they've been the best team at the end of last year, all the way through the year. It kind of really set this game up. And for me, the guy that arose on that, I knew he was a great player, but the guy that absolutely dominated that game from start to finish And I think he's the guy that makes Grayson go. And what makes this the best team in the region, in my opinion, is Brody Armstrong. He dominated that game on the offensive board, physicality-wise. He led him in scoring that night. And I'm not sure there's anybody on Davis County's team, maybe the other than De'Aaron Watkins, that can match up with him. I don't know how you play it, but to me, that's the key tonight of the whole game is what does Davis County do with Brody Armstrong?
Yeah, there's a lot of matchup questions, and that's what's going to be so fun about the opening quarter of this game. We're going to find out who's matched up on who. You know, talking to a few coaches. I mean, I know Davis County showed absolutely nothing in that game defensively. They just played it straight up, rolled the balls out, and let's go play some basketball. I think you'll see some tweaks to that tonight. One thing we did learn in that game, Vic, in the second half especially, the adjustment out of the locker room for the high ball screen for Jack Logston. Getting that high ball screen and making Davis County make a decision, gave Logston just an inch of daylight, and that's all he needs to bury that free throw line extended jumper.
Well, let me ask you this question, Steve, because you called this game. When that game matched up at Davis County, do you think possibly that Davis County maybe didn't show their complete hand during that? Does that play into the role?
I don't think either team really showed much. Now, Grayson changed their defense. You could see it. They would run a defense to set a trip. They wouldn't go back to it again. It was almost like, let me see what this looks like against them. Okay, I'm going to pull that back. Adjustment. But for Davis, I think Davis played it even more vanilla than Grayson did, especially on the defensive end, Vic. Would that be your take from it?
Yeah, I think so too, but I think you're also right. I think Grayson found something that you'll see in this game when points get tight, and that is whoever Randolph or Ratcliffe is guarding is going to be setting that high ball screen for Logston. Because if you switch it, then he can just go up over top of the smaller Randolph and Ratcliffe. If you try to play over top of it, like you said, if you give him an inch of daylight, he's going to knock down a 16-foot jump shot. And that's what Grayson did so well. And then it was Langdon and Armstrong. I went back and looked. Those two combined had 19 rebounds, and I think 11 of them were offensive rebounds. And so, Langdon doesn't get enough credit. He's a great rebounding guard. And what you get with Ratcliffe and with Randolph are smaller guards. They have got to box out tonight. If Grayson County controls the boards like they did up there at Davis County earlier in the year, then this game's over.
I want to give everybody out there that's watching maybe on Facebook or social media, go to 1027. If you're not going to make it in, you want to fight this crowd, you want to stay at home and watch
You may not even get a ticket.
You may not. You may be too late. OwensBoroTickets.com would be the route to go if you're coming here. You need to get here soon, or you're going to be parking over by Moreland Park somewhere. But if you are going to be streaming it, follow the links out there. 1027 the game. It's the Owensboro Health 3rd Region Basketball Tournament, and that live stream presented by American Legion Post 9 wouldn't be possible with them. Ton of moving parts. Got a great crew all week. This is kind of the culmination. We're trying to peak tonight and carry that all the way into Tuesday night and see if we can keep it high level. And the streams have been excellent over the past couple of
months.
They
really have. And here's the thing is, not only, I like the split times on here because, don't forget, Steve, we got 2 games today.
No doubt.
There's 2 games, not just one. There's 2 games today, so don't forget about that later game as well.
Yeah, Apollo Meade will be in the nightcap, 7:45 tip-off. You look at how these two teams are trending coming into this matchup, and Grayson County certainly trending better, in my opinion. Now, wins and losses, it hasn't really affected Davis County on the loss side, but the margin of victories have really decreased since Christmas. I thought Davis really played well in the holiday tournaments. They go up and win the Lextaff tournament, which is one of the most prestigious tournaments in the state of Kentucky. They made it all the way to number 1 in the state at one point.
They did.
But since that time, they I don't want to say they've regressed, but they were beating teams by 30 and 40 points every time out. And since then, locally, I feel like the teams have kind of pulled back to them a little bit so we get within that, single-digit 10-point range of Davis County. On the other hand, for Grayson County, they have been rolling teams since the King of the Bluegrass. They did face a tough matchup back-to-back with Lyon and Warren Central. Those are the 2 defeats. But since that King of the Bluegrass appearance where they struggled a little bit, Grayson's 20-2 in that time, including a win over Davis County. And so I think coming into this game, I have Davis still ranked 1 in the region. I still have them as a team to beat. But it's hard to argue, Dan, that Grayson's playing better.
They really are, because here's, you go back to the first round and the way that Grayson played. I mean, I don't care who had the ball in their hands. They were shooting the lights out. Someone told me, listen, they got the best starting 5 out there.
They do.
And in third region, by any means, they got the best 5 out there. But on the other side, Davis County got the best 2 players on the floor. So it's got a combination of star power. You got a good starting 5 against the 2 best players. Who's going to take it tonight?
Vic, let's take a break here. And when we come back, I want to look at that starting 5 and dive into that starting 5 for Grayson County, and then look at Davis County's lineup and how it all match up. You're listening to the third region tournament pregame show, countdown to tip-off, courtesy of Green River Area Federal Credit Union, 102.7 The Game.
Great news for our local athletes who play Friday night games. You now have access to walk-in sports medicine care from Owensboro Health on Saturday, as well as weekdays. But you don't have to be an athlete to benefit from convenient orthopedic walk-in care at the Owensboro Health Sports Medicine Walk-in Clinic. Open 8 to 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday at the Pleasant Valley Medical Building in Owensboro. Learn more at owensborohealth.org/Owensboro Walk-in.
When serious illness changes everything, you don't have to face it alone. Hospice and Palliative Care of Western Kentucky is here, walking alongside families in Davis, Hancock, Hopkins, and Muhlenberg counties. With expert medical care, emotional support, and compassionate guidance, HPC helps you focus on what matters most: comfort, dignity, and time together. Visit hospiceofwky.org to learn more. Hospice and Palliative Care of Western Kentucky. Support for the journey.
Got a leak? Clogged drain? No hot water?
Call Jay the plumber. When plumbing problems hit, you need someone local, reliable, and ready to go. Jay the plumber handles everything from busted pipes and water heaters to remodels and everyday repairs, done right the first time.
Fast response, honest pricing, quality work you can trust. Don't let plumbing problems ruin your day. Call Jay the plumber at 270-313-0883.
That's 270-313-0883. Jay the plumber, your hometown plumbing pro.
Looking for a financial partner you can trust? Look no further than Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a new home, or need a loan, we've got you covered with competitive rates and personalized service. Join the community that cares about your financial well-being. Visit Green River Area Federal Credit Union at one of our 3 locations in Henderson, Greenville, or Owensboro and experience the difference today. Your money, your future, your credit union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Southwire in Hallsville has been family-owned since 1950 and strives to be generationally sustainable for years to come. They are one of the leading manufacturers of wire and cable used in the transmission and distribution of electricity. Southwire delivers power to millions of people around the world. Their mission, to be a preferred provider of solutions to the electrical industry by providing innovative products and services with exceptional quality and delivering on our promises. They also are proud supporters of all Hancock County athletics. Go Hornets!
Hawkins Avenue PLLC is a full-service architectural firm providing design services for K-12 education, business, healthcare, industrial, religious, hospitality, and mercantile projects across the state. Our motto is design-focused, service-based, and feel it nothing less than mandatory to provide a service to our clients that exceeds their expectations. With a combined 30-plus years of experience, the team at Hawkins Avenue is the architectural firm you need for your next project. Located in Beaver Dam, give Jeremiah or Kyle a call at 270-363-2235. At the heart of our community is Owensboro Municipal Utilities, or OMU, proudly serving the people who call this place home. Beyond providing reliable electric, water, and internet services, OMU is committed to supporting the community they serve, from investing in local projects and schools to standing behind events and organizations that make Owensboro stronger. OMU believes in giving back. It's more than utilities. It's neighbors supporting neighbors and building a better future together. OMU, powering our community, connecting our future.
It's the third region basketball tournament brought to you by Owensboro Health. We got the live stream brought to you by American Legion, Post 9, Vic Evans, Stephen A. Turner, Dan Bartlett in the Green River Area Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. And I think we can get down on the floor there. I think we're getting Jalen Darty ready to get some coaches. Not yet. He's not going to go it yet. So, Steve, you want to talk about the starting 5. And let's talk about that starting 5. It is Grayson County starting 5 that shot 62.5% from the field on Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's the best starting 5 in the region, 1 through 5. I mean, Jack Lawson, and people are saying, and I don't want to get this skewed, I've heard this from multiple people that said Davis has the best two players on the floor. I would caution you in saying that because Jack Logston is a bona fide superstar.
Oh, there's
He's
no
going
doubt.
to Western Kentucky to play ball, 20.5 points per game. He will put on a show here for this capacity crowd tonight. Brody Armstrong, we talked about him, the X Factor in game one. He'll be the X Factor again tonight. How will he perform? Can he follow that up? 15.2 points per game. Jagger Martis comes in at 14.6 points per game. Spencer Langdon at 12 a game. Plus, like you said, Vic, him and Armstrong on the offensive glass was absolute difference maker. And then you got Gaither, who's come into this team a little late to start the season, who's really blossomed. He was excellent in the game out there a couple weeks ago. So the starting five of Grayson's about as good as you're going to find in Kentucky.
Something to keep an eye on late if it's close is Gaither. For some reason, last summer, if you look at his numbers, I'll tell you what, we're going to run down, and I'll tell you about it here in a minute. We're going to go down to Jalen with Coach Hayden at here.
All right. Got him. All right, Coach. Regional semifinals. Retribution on you guys' mind tonight. I'm sure Davis County coming to your house right before the end of the season. Got the win. You guys are trying to get back to that regional championship game, trying to get back to your Rupp Arena. What's it going to take to get a win tonight?
Well, both teams deserve to be in this game, and we know we've got to get back in transition. We've got to rebound, take care of the ball, and take great shots. So keep it simple. Just stay within who we are, and it'll be a good game.
You know, you've got the best player on the court in Jonathan Moss. He's, in my opinion, Mr. Basketball in the state of Kentucky. What's it take to get him going and get you guys the victory?
He's Mr. Basketball for a reason. He's going to find ways to win. We know we got to move and get him open, but we'll do a great job of finding the ball.
All right, good luck, Coach. Here you go, guys. Coach Neil Hayden for you.
Thanks,
Jalen. Jalen, as always, no doubt. And Vic, you were making a point about
the point I was making.
Gaither?
Yeah, he's playing tremendous. But somewhere starting last summer, he developed like a Steve Blass, Chuck Knobloch at the free throw line. And if you look at his numbers, Grayson shoots great from the free throw line, but he's like 52%. He really struggled at Davis County. So you know how that goes. Chuck Knobloch couldn't throw the ball from second base to first base without hitting, Keith Oberman's mom. So just watch late in the game that if he's not the one that you go and see, there's not an NBA rule in high school anymore where you can foul a guy without a basketball and it's not two shots in the basketball. You can just tell him you're going to do it, and it's a common foul. So he's the one to keep an eye on late in the game if they had to put somebody on the free throw line.
Yeah, and it's crazy here in the Green River area. Federal Credit Union count on the tip-off. Chuck Knobloch catching strays out here in the pregame show. But no, and it'll be interesting. Grayson County 1 through 5 is about as good as it gets. Jalen's out there looking for Coach Johnston. We'll try to get an interview with him as soon as we can. But moving over, talk about the Davis County Panthers. I love what Coach Hayden said. Jonathan Moss will find a way. And that's what we've learned about this kid in covering him over the last handful of years. He finds a way. You can double him, you can triple him, but somehow or another, he's a bona fide scorer, and he always finds a way to get his 20.
I mean, he can shoot anywhere on the court, and tonight's all about the stars, whether it's going to be Jack Logston out there or Jonathan Moss. I think it's going to be the stars tonight. One of them's going to shine just a little bit brighter, but I think we're in for a special treat tonight.
Steve, look around this place. Look around this place, Steve.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's exactly what we knew it would be. I mean, it's going to be a very special environment here in the Owensboro Sports Center. If you're not going to make the trip in, be sure and follow 1027 The Game's links. Owensboro Health 3rd Region Tournament live stream presented by American Legion Post 9. It's 1027 The Game out there across social media. Follow the links only on the official page.
They're pinned at the top on the Facebook page. You just go to the top, and both games tonight are pinned at the top. And on Twitter, Davis County's games right now pinned at the top.
Yeah, Davis County starting five. You got Moss, Mr. Basketball, Bonafide, 23.7. Watkins is 17 and 10 on the year. You got Acton at 15. They call him the big three for a reason. Any one of those three can absolutely school you out there and have a big-time game. Randolph and Ratcliffe in the corners. If they're knocking the threes down, Davis County goes to a whole other level. But the X factor for me is De'Aaron Watkins. He only shot the ball 4 times in the matchup back a couple weeks ago. And for Davis County to get the win tonight, he's going to have to be much, much better. That's going to conclude our Green River Area Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. We're getting set for the national anthem. We're going to leave the table here and go up to the Eagles Nest and get you set. Grayson County, Davis County. Coming up next, 102.7 The Game.
There's the wrong realtor. And then there's the right realtor. Stephanie Wright, Greater Owensboro Realty Company. Expect extraordinary. Call or text 270-499-0099.
You know that weird squeaky sound your floor makes? Yeah, it's begging for a makeover. At Floor Concepts in Owensboro, they've got you covered, literally. Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, tile. If it goes on the floor, they've got it. Locally owned, super friendly, and pros at what they do. Floor Concepts makes upgrading your home easy and actually kind of fun. Swing by their location on 231 or check them out online at floorconceptinc.com. Floor Concepts, your feet will thank you.
Ride with Champion.
Hi, this is Duke Brubaker from Champion Ford Mazda in Owensboro, and it's that time of year for our annual Taking Out the Trash sales event. Push, pull, or drag your old ride to Champion and get $2,500 off our pre-owned MVP deals or any new 2025 or 2026 Ford or Mazda car, truck, or SUV. That's right, we increased our offer to $2,500 this year, so don't delay. Take advantage of this great deal plus outstanding MVP deals on pre-owned and factory incentives on new vehicles. Shop on the lot or online at championowensboro.com.
When your home needs fixes fast, count on Bullet Home Solutions, Owensboro's go-to for quick, reliable repairs and upgrades. From leaks to remodels, they get it done right and they get it done quick. Call Billy Borman with Bullet Home Solutions today and hit your home projects with pinpoint precision.
Oh, yeah, it's that time of year again. Spring? That too. But I'm talking about the wildest time of the year.
Storm weather season.
No, March Madness.
You live for that.
You bet. I just wish I could afford to deck out in my team's colors.
You're missing out on sports country.
There's